So when studying for a final exam, at least you know we are going to start with this, go to this. So as you plan your study, at least you know how it will flow. Okay. Apart from the timetable, it's good to know the format of the exam. Okay, we'll talk more about that, about the exam format. And the third thing, you need to have the necessary tools. So after you've checked the timetable, you know these are the order of the papers, at least ensure as you prepare for the exam, everything you need is set. If you need a mathematical set, ensure it is ready. If you need a calculator, for those in high school, ensure you have it. You have the pens, you have the pencils. At least when you go to the exam room, you can't, if you see a question that requires you to draw and you don't have a pencil, you'll be confused, okay? So ensure you have all the necessary tools. Time management during exams, and how to ensure your health, your well-being is okay. Your mind is sound and you are fully prepared for the exam. During the rehearsal day, just be attentive, know the venue, know where you'll be seated, and familiarize yourself with the environment so that when it comes to the exam, at least you are fully settled, okay? And make it there early, okay? I know there are issues, there are rains now, so just prepare early and make it to the venue early, relax, and be ready for the exam. Exam formats. There are different types of exams that you will face, either now or later in life, either in your high school or university education. Okay? So the most basic, especially for those in primary school, are multiple choice questions. Those ones are very common. So, and that's the most easiest type of question to handle, because you have choices there, and the worst that can happen in a multiple choice exam, at least you have a 25% chance of getting it correct. If a question has 4 multiple choices, even if you don't know the question, if you just select the one you feel is the right one, you have a 25% chance of getting it right. Okay? So in a multiple choice question, don't leave any question blank. First, ensure you read the question well and understand it. Okay? Yeah, you read the question carefully and before even going to the multiple choices, so that at least you know what is needed and how to do it. Okay? And then the second option, once you read the question and understand it, you can eliminate the incorrect choices. Okay? It's easier to eliminate. Be very keen on keywords. There are certain keywords that examiners use. For example, a word like not. If you find such a word, just pay special attention to that word while trying to look at the question. Also, another word, if you find except, it also means there are multiple options, but there is one incorrect one, okay? To solve a certain problem, it's good at least to read the question first. That's the most important step when answering any question. At least read the question, understand what the examiner wants, and then after you understand it, check your memory and find the right formula to use. Look at the formula you need to answer the question, and then follow the steps that are required. Okay, and then at the end, you highlight your answer very clearly. For a composition or a insha in Swahili, is just to read widely, read stories. At least you know if you are given a certain passage to continue with a composition, at least you have many stories in your head. You just pick up one and write, okay? And ensure at least continue perfecting on your grammar, punctuations. The composition is easy to follow, written in simple English, and it's punctuated well and it has the right grammar, okay? To outline, that's another term that examiners use. When you are taught to outline things, you just write them in point form, okay? From one to the other. If they are in a sequence, the better, okay? So when you're outlining, you write them in point form. When discussing, those are most common in essay questions, which you'll encounter much later. You give analysis of a particular topic. You start with the introduction, you write the main points, and then do a conclusion. So that's a discussion question. And then if you are taught to define a particular concept, you just write the meaning of that concept, okay? And maybe its main characteristics. Taught to compare something, you write the similarities and differences, okay? If you are taught to contrast,